another confirmed multimedia production confirmed.
For more exclusive content,
subscribe to our Patreon.
This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network. Confirmed.
The Big and Lazy.
this is the Big and Lazy Podcast. Give us something good to eat. Give us something good to watch. It's the Big and Lazy Podcast. I'm Big. I'm B Fines. I'm back with another special guest, the homie Jai. Welcome to the set.
Man, what's happening, man? What's good with you?
I can't complain. Another day, another dollar.
Absolutely, man. Trying to make it off before they take it off.
Right. How life been treating you, man?
Great. I'm alive and free. You know, I always say, as long as you have your health and your freedom, then whatever you're going through, it ain't nothing. Trust me.
That's all. So growing up in Cali, man, how describe that? Talk to it. What's about that?
Man, it was a great childhood. You know, one of the highlights of it that I often reflect on is growing up around different cultural people. Vietnamese, Guamanians, Filipinos, Koreans, Samoans, everything mixed with black, whites, Germans, you know what I'm saying? So that was always something, you know what I'm saying, growing up around different races. So I never really experienced like racism traditionally, you know what I'm saying, because it was just a melting pot. But, you know, as I got a little older, you know, I got to being attracted to the gang life, you know what I'm saying? That
Right.
became a big thing out there, and that pretty much started to consume me. And after that, you know, got into some trouble, and to make a long story short, the state of California gave me an option to stay locked up or leave the state.
Really?
Yeah. So my parents at that time decided it would be a good idea to move, because in reality, it was getting ready to be all bad. I was headed all wrong, you know, trying to be the hardest gangster, because at that time, being a banger and being the hardest motherfucker that was it. It wasn't about getting money. It was about being the hardest, you know what I mean? Right. So I was on that. It was either penitentiary or, you know, the shit that come with it, you know what I mean? So we moved and came out here because my parents are from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
I was born in California, you know what I mean?
Right.
My father was in the Army, so he was stationed in California. But then when I ended up moving, we came out here.
Okay. So how's it like growing up as a transition, like coming from California to...
It was definitely a transition. I don't want to call it slower here, but the pace was definitely steadier, and the whole gang thing didn't even exist here. There was no Crips and Bloods when I came here. I was all up through up
Like what
east.
year was this? Like what?
93.
Okay.
93, yes. I was all up in Clarksdale. This was before anybody was Blood and Crip, and they had like neighborhood gangs. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely different, but it caught on quick though. A couple years later, it got cracking here. You feel me? For sure. And but by that time, my attention wasn't even on gangbanging no more. I was in the streets trying to get money.
Right.
I was about money at this point. I wasn't even tripping on that no more. You know what I mean? And I done had kids, you know, a couple daughters. So my focus is different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be the hardest. I'm trying to be the richest out here. You know what I mean?
Right.
At that point. So, you know, transition was, to just to flat out answer your question, I was still on bullshit. So I got caught up in bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not where you live, it's how you live.
Right.
So I came here and got caught up in bullshit, got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that type of shit.
So when did you transition into your music? When did that?
Well, you know, like most of us, always been a fan of music, of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But it's actually, but as far as me getting into it, my friend, my right hand man, E the Turf Lord, he used to rap, or he raps, and due to some street shit, we ended up being in the same penitentiary. So in there, we formed a bond in there.
You said Turf Lord. What's that?
E the Turf Lord, that's his name. E.
Oh, okay.
E the Turf Lord.
Okay.
Yeah. So he got released before me, and he was already kind of, you know, dibbling and dabbling into the music prior to this. So when he came home, he started fucking with the music again. Then I came home after. then he came up with the idea like, shit, let's start a record label, because I was just really on some, just support him, whatever, he's my partner.
Right.
So whatever he got going on with this music, I'm going to support you. What we going to do? They came up with the idea to come up with a label. And, you know, I looked into it, and it really wasn't nothing to actually obtain a record label. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just about what you do with the name after you get it. And that was it. It went from me supporting my partner to us actually creating a full-fledged independent label that we've been having and pushing since 2010, 11, something like that.
So how did you come up with the name Shark Livin? Shark Livin, what does that represent?
Shark Livin, Shark Livin ultimately means this: to attack whatever your goals are in life, attack them aggressively, like a shark. That's the bottom line to what Shark Livin means: to attack your goals aggressively. Now, of course, we use things from sharks' life, from the actual shark's life. Like, although sharks may eat together at times, they're still solitary predators.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you know, a shark doesn't hunt in packs. He gets his own. You feel me? Even at birth, you know, sharks have what you call pups. Inside the stomach, it might be 3 of them in there. The only one that becomes a birth is the one that survives.
Okay.
So he might eat the other 2, so he can, you feel me? And as soon as she gives birth, he has to go the other way. He's immediately on his own, fresh out the puss. You feel me?
Oh man, I ain't know
crazy. You feel me? So just taking those attributes from sharks and applying it to real life shit. But overall, it's an inside thing for me, my brother, and a couple of my partners. We all just happen to be Pisces.
Right.
And you know the sign of a Pisces is 2 carps. Now, we're like, if we're any type of fish, we're sharks.
The great white.
Any type of shark. Fuck it, they all aggressive. You feel me? So that was an inside thing. Coincidentally, ended up finding out my partner, Eater Turf Lord, was a Pisces. So I turned him on to the whole Shark Livin thing, to the theme of it, and then he turned it into the label idea.
Okay.
But I didn't want to just start a label based off a horoscope, some inside click shit, so I gave it a meaning. You know what I'm saying? So Shark Livin means to attack your goals aggressively.
So do you remember like the first track, like the first project you put out? Like
Absolutely. Eater Turf Lord. Damn, what was the name of it? He gonna be mad at me. Fuck. Damn, because I remember we shot the picture right there in the hood. But yeah, it was my partner Eater Turf Lord's first project. After him, we had another artist go by the name of Strizzle. Then we had another artist by the name of Fresh, rest in peace. And then we just started having artists like, it was cracking. We ended up winning, due to that and the way we was pushing the label, we ended up winning the Kentucky Urban Entertainment Award.
Yeah, we got to bring those back.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We won Label of the Year 3 times in a row.
Really?
17, 18, 19.
Okay, that's amazing.
So yeah.
How big did it get? Like in the height of it, like what you said?
You know, on some real shit. I think for me personally, you know, because he might have a different view of it. You know, at one point in time, there was like a nice amount of us, and we all appeared, or we all not appeared, but we all at one point were unified and moving how we were supposed to move. Everybody was working. Everybody had music and videos. And we arrive at the award show like that, you know what I'm saying? And to just see everybody having a good time, feeling themselves, man. I don't know. I guess I would say every award show I felt like it was our peak, right? Especially the ones that we won.
Now I was like over like how many members? Like how many? Because you said it kept growing and growing. Like how big?
Yeah, I think we had at one time up to about 12.
Okay.
12 artists on the label. You know what I'm saying? And that ranged from here to Omaha, Nebraska, to Minnesota, and Ohio. We have artists in other states and cities.
Omaha, Nebraska. How'd you get linked?
I mean, hey man,
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, it's like a grapevine, man. When, you know, it's like I don't know. A lot of people don't know about Omaha, Nebraska, but depending on what you're into as far as street life, you'll know about Omaha, Nebraska.
Right.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Period. There's niggas everywhere getting to that money.
It is, man.
For
really
sure.
Is.
You know what I'm saying? They're definitely getting to it in Omaha, Nebraska. Shit. You know, shout out to the Crawford.
Yeah, he's one way. He's from
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in the club with him. You know what I'm saying? I won't say and say I know him personally, but due to my homeboy from Omaha, he had a fight in Omaha, and we went to it. And then after the fight, he had a little thing at the club and shit. Real good dude, real humble dude. I love Omaha. It actually reminded me of Newburgh because it's small. It reminded me of Newburgh with numbered streets.
Really?
Yeah, the houses look like Newburgh, but it had numbered streets though, like First Street, 12th Street. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But Omaha's cracking.
So over the years, like, who was some of your favorite artists to work with? And if you got any artists that you would like locally that you would like to work with, it's like a part two to that question.
Lil Flip was a great artist to work with, because he was real genuine. Because when you ask me that, you mean like artists that are really established.
Yeah, our local. It don't matter.
Okay, well, personally, my personal favorite is my partner Eat the Turf Floor. I loved making music with him, for sure. Let me see what
You
else.
gotta get him on here, man. You big enough.
Listen, I wouldn't be right here if it wasn't for
You gotta
him.
get him on here.
For sure.
That's
For
what's
sure.
up, man.
Hell yeah. You talking about a story. Boy, if I could tell his story. But anyways, my partner Chucky Work Clothes up in Indianapolis. I love working with him. And C Dub, which is a artist slash producer in Sacramento. I did one song with him as far as him getting on the track, but I love his production. He's my go-to as far as production.
Mm-hmm.
So those three: Eat a Turf Lord, Chucky Work Clothes, and C Dub out of Sacramento.
And if any artist that you would like to work with, if the check, the stars align, blank check, like, who would you like to work with?
Yeah.
Past or present, dead or alive? It don't matter.
Yeah, that list is a motherfucker on me, but I'll just say three, keep it short, and I'll just keep it alive. Rich the Factor, Sibo, J Diggs.
That's what's up.
Yeah, those three. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I actually really listened to them, grew up off their music. I ain't grow up so much off of J Diggs because he was locked up for so long, but I'm definitely a fan of his music. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can relate to his music for sure. And it's crazy. I did a song with him. I'm
Right.
tripping. I done forgot about the song I got with J Diggs. I got a song with J Diggs. I'm tripping. The fuck. But nah, that's probably it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it's just so many artists. And as far as locally, here in this city, anybody that's for real, like not lying, I'll get on the song with any nigga here that ain't lying.
So how do you feel? I'm gonna ask you this question. How do you feel about ghostwriters in the rap? You think
that's not cool? You know what I'm saying? Because it don't count. It don't count. But if it make a hit out of it, it's a hit because you can't deny a dope song.
Right.
But as far as the respect, you're not gonna get that from a fellow rapper or MC or whatnot. It's frowned upon. Now, if you make it publicly known, or if it's something like a Dr. Dre or Eazy-E situation, or a Puff Daddy situation, where they're really producers, and you feel me?
they need a verses, you know what I
You
mean?
feel me? So, but if you trying to front like this is all you, and we come to find out somebody else wrote it, then that's all bad. But if you put it on the table, like, hey, I got writers, all right, let's see what y'all come up with then, because if the song is hot, it's hot. At the end of the day,
Right.
you cannot deny a good song. You gonna do not bob your head to it?
So you saying a rapper, like, it's okay to get a verse here and there, but as far as like you putting, you know what I mean, like,
Well, my personal opinion, flat out, no, it's never okay to get nothing wrote for you. At all, period. Nigga, do not rap. That's not you rapping. You might as well let the person that wrote it rap the song. You feel me? I don't think that's cool at all. My personal opinion, I wouldn't want to fuck with an artist or deal with anybody that's on that type of shit for sure. But that's just my opinion about it.
right.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't fuck with it. Hell no.
So
Your
what?
own music.
So what you said? 90s got the best shoes. What era would you say has the best music?
90s for sure. Hell yeah, 90s. And I'm gonna give it all the way up to early 2000.
Right, because that early
At the
2000s.
end of the Jeezy era.
Yeah.
It's over. It ain't been cracking after that, bro.
So when you say in the Jeezy era, where year you talking
Like that
about?
first Snowman.
Like 05, 06?
When Plies came out with that shit. That was it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't get Wayne no right no.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm a little fan of Wayne when he wasn't cussing, when he was with the Hot Boys, bro. I thought he was so dope on the Hot Boys, bro.
Yeah,
he stood
was.
out when he actually came out with that Block Is Hot album, his solo album. You know, he had some slaps on there for sure, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like his solo album. I think it should have been way better than what it was, but. You know, he's dope as fuck as an artist, but just my opinion, he's dope as fuck as a rapper. To say that, he can put them words together, them metaphors, and say some slick shit. But he's not somebody I'm actually, me personally, he don't make songs that I can relate to.
Right.
Like, no.
They lack substance.
He don't got a song. I don't know, he's just a witty rapper to me. He don't make me want to get money. He don't make me think about life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like good radio songs or good features. I don't know. He's a dope rapper. I like to listen to him, but he just ain't. Like I said, I like an early Wayne. That Hot Boys Wayne.
Yeah.
That nigga was silly.
You think they ever gonna come back for the tour?
No.
Get y'all together?
It's over.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Yeah, BG's putting out bullshit. He ain't put out no hits. He ain't put out nothing. I was like, what the fuck? Get that nigga some production, bro. All he need is production because he's still rapping the same.
Right.
Just get that nigga some fire-ass beats because he ain't made shit. I listened to that Joseph album from Turk, and that motherfucker's cracking.
Really?
I was impressed.
I gotta check it out.
Listen, I was impressed.
Turk.
I was impressed, bro. And I always thought Turk was the weakest, for sure. I mean, we all did.
He was the less heard.
Yeah, man, that nigga was the weakest. He had all the weakest verses. Now, he got some fire verses, on that, the one song, I forget. But his album, nah. Young and Thuggin', that should have been something, but it wasn't.
So who?
But that Joseph album is worth listening to.
I gotta check it out.
For sure.
So who carried the Hot Boys? You say who
Juvenile.
That's what I say too, Juvie.
Yeah, when it comes to the Hot Boys.
Right.
Lil Wayne carried Cash Money overall. You feel me? But Juvenile carried the Hot Boys.
I agree with that. Like with Juvie. So who was who's in your deck right now? Who you listening to right now? Like,
oh shit. Damn. June on the beat. Jay Diggs. Primo Rice out of Baltimore, Maryland.
homie turned me on to Primo recently.
Yeah, Joe Blow. From out Oakland. Jay Diggs stays in rotation. Of course, what's my man's name with the orange juice?
Larry June. Yeah.
Man, I went to that nigga's concert, boy.
Is it nice? I heard he put on a good show.
Best shit I ever. A moment in my life.
Really? Where was it at?
In San Francisco, in his city.
Oh, man,
it was 3,000 people, nigga, and I'm telling you, it wasn't an argument in this bitch.
It's all vibes.
And this nigga raps by himself. No entourage, just him and a DJ. And this nigga damn near rap my whole playlist. Nigga rap for hours.
That's amazing right there.
Bro,
was
amazing.
It outside?
No, it was some type of dope ass spot. You know what I'm saying? Like a Masonic temple type ass. It was dope as fuck. It held 3,200 people. It was packed. It was.
You said the best concert
ever. It was just a rapper and a DJ. This nigga he wasn't lip syncing or nothing. This nigga was rapping that shit.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, it wasn't 10 opening acts. It was one opening act, his man's. Oh, and the Jay Worthy nigga. He was there too. There's a nigga named Jay Worthy. He be rapping with it out of Inglewood. He was there. That was the only act. Other than that nigga gonna give you his money's worth. For sure.
He came to the city twice. I missed him.
Listen,
I gotta get
an opportunity to see Larry June in concert, trust me, I recommend you do it, bro.
I fuck with Larry June.
For sure,
He's
bro.
giving you game. He's talking about some substance.
You can
eating healthy. Yeah, who drinking the smoothie. You know what I mean?
He motivates you to do the right thing.
Real talk, man.
For sure.
So, you're also in the marijuana business. Like, what was your getting into that? Like, how did that come about?
I was making a transition from one form of income to another, and that's how that came about. And then after a while, I wasn't really, I was kind of basic with it, regular with it, until a friend of mine at the time was presented with an opportunity to start his own brand. and he, in which he did, but he put me in charge of it to run it for the most part. And I did that, and I did a good job with that brand. And based on the experience and what I did with that other brand, led me to an opportunity to get my own. And then there we go. I just took what I knew what to do and what I, and the things I learned not to do. I just applied it to what I do now, and I've been able to put other people in positions to push their brands.
So how does it start? Like, do you just find the seeds, or do you just find a certain flower?
My particular situation is I don't grow no bud. I deal with 3 growers. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what you do. First and foremost, if you're not growing it, find you some growers. Build your relationship with some growers. Start understanding and learning as much as you can about genetics. You feel me?
Right.
Because if this bud is called A, this bud is called B, and then this bud is called C, and if ain't nobody ever made it A and C together, whatever comes off that, now that's yours.
Okay.
Nobody's ever done that. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Or I can go to my grower, and he might have 10 different strains that he named A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Nobody knows about this bud. He grew it, and he named it. But if I walk in here, I'm changing the name.
Okay.
It's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You named it A, I'm naming it C.
So what do you mean by so it's like...
You can just change. Once the bud ain't been out,
right,
nobody knows about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It ain't like it's been out and it's been called this, and when I get it, I want to change the name of it all of a sudden.
I got you, yeah.
No, if it's LCG, it's LCG. If it's runs, it's runs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if it ain't, it's what I call it. If you don't know nothing about it, if it ain't never reached the streets, it's just been sitting in this building.
I can name what I want to, right?
Yeah, because the grower, he don't, he don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what he called it. He might call it his fucking daughter's name.
Right.
I'm definitely not getting ready to call it your daughter's name, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call it what I want to call it. And then from that point, that's what it's going to be known as. You see what I'm saying? So they really call that white labeling.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Right.
That's the proper term, white labeling. When you go to a grower and he's already pre-named it, but nobody has had access to this product. You're the first one. Nobody knows anything about it. You feel me?
Right.
Another confirmed multimedia production.
For more exclusive content,
subscribe to our Patreon.
This podcast was produced by Behave with a Confirmed Podcast Network.
The big and lazy.
this is the Big and Lazy Podcast. Give us something good to eat. Give us something good to watch.